Hello everybody, I am the Machine King, otherwise known as TMK of Breaking Point, bringing you our very first episode of our Pokemon Crystal Nuzlocke adventure. So I'm very sorry for the lack of in-game audio and the fact you're going to see mouse in this. Original audio for the video got corrupted, so I will be doing post audio for this. I'm very deeply sorry in advance. By next episode, everything should be worked out fine. So we're gonna be delving into playing Pokemon Crystal. Yeah. We're gonna start by setting our time to match the time that it was when I ended up recording this, so about 9 o'clock in the morning. Ooh, it was an early morning. You could tell, well, obviously you guys could tell, in the first bit of this recording, I ended up mistakenly calling Professor Elm Professor Birch. And I had proceeded to do that for, I think, like the first half of the recording. And boy, would people be chewing me alive for that mistake. And I was talking about how it felt weird to have Professor Oak be the introduction character of the game, where, you know, like, in later games it's always the region's professor that, instructs you on everything, and I get that, Oak's a prominent character to both Johto and there I go again, Johto and Kanto, but I mean, you think they would have had Professor Elm do it, but, either way, oh god, look at, I love the Generation 2 Pokemon, but some of them just like Wooper's dead stare, it just gets to you sometimes. Like, look at those soulless, beady dot eyes and smile like he's planning something. Gosh. I think that'd be nightmare fuel too, if like you just woke up and that was sitting on your stomach, staring at you. Now we're gonna go ahead and name ourselves. We're gonna call ourselves TMK. It's short for the Machine King. Would not fit in here. So we're gonna go ahead and start our very own Pokemon adventure. Face tough times. Yeah, tough times and challenges. It's gonna be a Nuzlocke. I very much hope that we avoid death at all costs. So here, I'm gonna briefly explain the rules of Nuzlocke after changing the battle style to set and our text speed to fast. And then, this was me figuring out that, you could change the frame type in Pokemon Crystal. Didn't know that at first. But, so, editor on the screen, please, left side. Put up bullet points. Rule number 1 of a Nuzlocke, Pokemon faints, it's, dead for good. Rule 2, we gotta name all of the Pokemon. Every Pokemon has to have a nickname, because it forms an emotional attachment. Bullet point 3, we play on the set style, so no switching during, when a Pokemon fights. 4, no healing items in battle. No healing items. Outside of battle is fine. We can use healing items outside of battle. And number 5, first encounter each route is what we get, unless it's a Pokemon we've already caught via, catching or evolution. So that would be the dupes clause. So we cannot have more than one of the same Pokemon unless that Pokemon has died and we find their, before they evolve, and we find their evolution. Other than that, don't think there's really much else. So, now I've explained everything, just think it's time for us to get going. But first, oh, that's right. I had assumed there was a potion in the PC, so that's why I had checked. And this is where we get told that Alan wants us to do something for him. Before, you know, I was like, ugh, he wants us to do something for him. He wasn't even there to introduce us to the game. He's just gonna give us a Pokemon. And this is where our mother gives us a phone. And I date the video further by stating that it's Friday. I also can't remember if it's daylight savings time or not, so I had just gone with yes. And we decided to let, you know, I already know how to use the phone, which I thought was weird that she, you know, still went on to explain it even though I said yes. So we gonna make our way to Oak's lab. God darn it, Elm's lab. Sorry, forgettable Professor Elm, where he proceeds to ask us for a favor. About conducting research. He wants us to go collect a Pokemon egg, yada yada yada, writing papers. I feel like, you know, we've gotten into this far of society in Pokemon that it shouldn't have been rare to know that Pokemon lay eggs. And like, come on, like, you've had to have seen baby Pokemon at some point. Like, eggs could not have been a special thing. And this is where Mr. Pokemon, the world's most unfortunately named guy, what's your last name? It's Pokemon. It's gotta be so horrible to be named. Unless, you know, it's a nickname, which then I can understand, but even still, to be nicknamed Mr. Pokemon, he must have completed the Pokedex. And here is where we're gonna end up choosing our starter. I decide immediately to take this to hard mode, and I choose to start the game with a Chikorita, because I thought, why not? Chikorita would have been a great Pokemon. This is also where I challenged 2 other members of Breaking Point to do their own Nuzlocke run with either Cyndaquil or Totodile, and another one, you know, do the other starter that wasn't picked. If not, you may end up seeing another 2 Pokemon Crystal Nuzlockes by different people with different starters. Maybe if they don't do it, I end up doing 2 more Crystal Nuzlockes, with one with Totodile and one with Cyndaquil. But for now, we grab our Chikorita, and we end up naming it. We got incredibly lucky. Our Chikorita was female, which I kind of ruined the name I was gonna give it. I was originally gonna name him Titan, but I couldn't name her that, so I was like, all right, well, we'll name her Flora. So, with Flora in tow, we talk back to Professor Owl, who tells us Mr. Pokemon is living a bit beyond the great beyond. Just ignore anything I just said. that was me having to go get the Chikorita sprite, and I was wondering why I had stopped talking for a bit. Oh boy. Yeah, lucky enough, this is the only time that, well, I hope this is the only time where I end up having to create post audio. Cause Turns out I suck at it. There was a lot more exciting things to talk about when I was in the heat of the moment with the game and not re-watching it. The prelude, I had encountered nothing but, I want to say I encountered nothing but Pidgey. I'm pretty sure my first time through the first route, I found nothing but Pidgey. And I was like, my first capture is gonna be a Pidgey. And let me tell you, Pidgey hit real hard in this game. I don't know if it's like Pidgey was just like all of them are monsters. All Pidgey I've ever fought in this game have been just like the high damage Pidgeys, man. Didn't know if, that was like just because I chose Chikorita and, Pidgeys were just more physically stronger than Chikorita is defensive or not. I was just so confuzzled with the amount of damage that the Pidgeys ended up causing. And it nearly ends up, during grinding sessions, Pidgey is nearly the one that ends up killing a lot of my Pokemon, too. Lucky enough, as you'll see by episode 2, none of my Pokemon have died. But, it's a lot of back and forth between Pokemon Center and patches of grass, because a lot of them do some high damage rolls. It got a lot easier later on when, some of them learned better moves, because I have a grudge with the move Tackle in this generation, because now Tackle, I think has 100% accuracy, but back in this this game, Tackle didn't. And in early game, with level 2 Pokemon trying to level them up and Tackle can miss, and a missed Tackle, could cost you a Pokemon, that's dice you don't want to roll, my friend. And I end up rolling those dice a lot. and it's like, I even had to run away from that fight, because it was like, I know the Nuzlocke doesn't start till I get Pokeballs, because then, and I could end up losing to anything at this point. But, I ran away from that Pidgey, because just the amount of damage these things cause, and the fact I've already wasted a berry. These Pokemon, these Pidgeys, man, they were monsters. Level 8, and I decided to put Razor Leaf as our top move, mainly because it's more accurate. It's also a grass move, and I really like, if I'm in the heat of battle, I really don't want to click Tackle, because that's what makes me miss. So, we talk to the old man, he starts giving us the tour of the town, tells us that the Pokemart sells Pokeballs, and that's the thing, I end up going to the Pokemart after, we talked to him, because I was like, well, wait, does that mean I can buy Pokeballs right now? But no, Pokemart does not sell Pokeballs till you end up, going back to Professor Elm with, the egg, and let him research it, and then you start your journey. I was a little miffed at that, and then he gives us the map card. I also was very intrigued about how that fisherman had gotten to that island, and why he's still there. I think he gives you the Mystic Water when you have Surf. You surf over to him, and he gives you the Mystic Water, And this is me checking the Pokemon for Pokeballs, because I was like, oh, well, buy some Pokeballs. we enter Route 30 to, continue our journey. We find the first thing on the route is a Caterpie. A Caterpie.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.